Hi, I'm Michael Barr. I'm a professor of law and a professor of public policy here at the University of Michigan. You may have been looking in the news lately and seeing some reporting about steps that President Trump and his administration want to take about a law called the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010. I want to back up a minute and explain to you a little bit about that law. See, most of the time I'm here at the University of Michigan. I'm a professor, I teach classes, I work with students, I'm doing my research. But I took a leave of absence several years ago to go work for President Barack Obama. I worked in the Treasury Department as the Assistant Secretary for Financial Institutions. And my job was to help draft and then work with Congress to enact that law. The law does a number of things. It's complex. Some people have even complained that it's too big to read. So let me distill its main features for you. The first thing it does is regulate shadow banking. These are firms that are operating outside of the banking system but perform the same functions as banks. The second kind of thing that it does is create a way to wind down firms like Lehman Brothers or AIG that might otherwise pose a risk to the financial system. A third set of reforms it did was to regulate the markets that people use to engage in finance that had been unregulated in the lead up to the crash. Mortgage-backed securities, derivatives markets, and the like. And another important area was improvements in consumer and investor protection. So we established in the Dodd-Frank Act a new agency called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to look out for the interests of American households. And it's already saved consumers more than $12 billion in unnecessary fees and other costs. So that was the basic framework of the Act. That's what I worked on when I was in government. And now, 6 years after the financial crisis, after the creation of the new sets of institutions, there's a lot of controversy over whether those reforms were good, whether they were bad, whether they should be repealed. The new administration has said that it wants to dismantle main features of that provision, and that's really what the fight is about today. For my own part, in part perhaps because I worked on the Act itself, I think it's really helped make the financial system safer and fairer. It's helped grow the economy, and it's helped protect consumers from abuses. But other people say, no, really it's gone too far. There's been too much regulation. We need to scale all that back. And you'll be hearing lots about this, lots of fights about it in the days and weeks ahead. I hope this really small conversation helped you get a window into that debate.